Something I learned from a craft industry outside of brewing years ago was that craft supports craft and product supports product, and intentional thought supports intentional thought.
We've met some really, really great people. I think one thing that by being here in the neighborhood, we've been able to kind of establish this tap room as sort of a third space, as like a community center, really just kind of be a place where the neighborhood could kind of come together. I mean, at first we kind of joked that it's like a church for beer, you know, just you come out and meet people.
Oh, it's definitely between not only the drinks, but the ambiance and just the community and the culture that it brings together on days like these, nights like these, I should say. Anytime we walk in here, we always know somebody because we're going to know the bartender. But even then, like, we know other people too. So, I mean, it's definitely a community-centric place. It's a magical place. I wish I could put it in a bottle and sell it. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they do.
My name is Colin Ellis. I'm the head brewer and production manager here at Two Docks Brewing. I got my start by scrubbing floors here at Two Docks. I learned underneath this guy named Jason, their head brewer for the first few years of their opening. I saw on the Texas Craft Brewers Guild website that they were hiring an assistant manager's or assistant brewer's role.
Chris Troutman, I'm the co-founder and head brewer. I started home brewing with my partner back in 2006. We were in Austin. We had a job where we traveled quite a bit throughout Colorado and Washington, went to several of the early craft breweries, and we found a homebrew store right around the corner from our home. So got it, started brewing into pots and buckets. I made some very questionable beer, but we were making beer.
The process is relatively simple. You're breaking husk, or you're breaking grain, converting it into sugars and carbohydrates that the yeast can process. You filter those in order to create a clear product called wort. The wort is separated from those grains and from the mash and is boiled. Hops are added to season, so they add bitterness, they add flavor, they add aroma. Or the wort is then rapidly chilled and placed into a very clean and very sanitary fermenter with the yeast. We provide it with a temperature that yeast prefers, is monitoring fermentation, conditioning that product, transferring that product, and then putting it in a form that's going to be enjoyed by consumers. So kegs, cans, or a pint glass.
The beer, obviously, I'm a huge fan of IPAs. They deliver that.
Yeah, it's a great place, man. Great beer, and it's local. So you got to support local. You know, we love Lubbock, so yeah.
And it took about, essentially about a year to really get it going. This building was a post office back in the 50s. It was a health food store before that. And then it just kind of sat empty for a long time. Brewed our first batches, I want to say April 19th, April 20th. Got beer in the tank. Opened our doors June 22nd, June 24th of, summer of 2022. And we've been, making beer and throwing parties ever since.
You can't get bored with the beer they make here. It's always something new. They'll bring back the old favorites and stuff. A year or so will go by and they'll bring back some beer you hadn't had in a while and you're like, oh yeah, you know, art is hard. I want that beer, you know, and stuff like that. So.
I started following their journey to opening this brewery really early on. I am a former local journalist who now teaches journalism at Texas Tech. And I did a story actually about them trying to get opened up during the pandemic because it was a really crazy time to try to open a business. They faced all kinds of struggles to making this happen between supply chain issues and things like that.
Our equipment sat on a container on the port of Long Beach for the 6 months after we'd ordered it. So we'd order our equipment in April with like September delivery date quoted. We didn't get our first shipment until February of 2022. And our second shipment came March of 2022. And it was kind of a surprise because they were just like, they got it off the ship. It's on the way. Told us like the day before.
I love Lubbock. It's home. Downtown Lubbock has always kind of struggled since the tornado, and it's been really fun to see little pockets of culture begin to do well in downtown Lubbock.
Regarding Two Docs, I don't think that we're competition. We're two different businesses. We're leaning into, we're a community, tap room. That's what we are. We brew beer for people within 2-3 miles of us. We don't have a lot of beer out there in the world. We sell 90% of everything we make right here in this building. Me and Colin Ellis, our head brewer, we're pretty good pals. We try each other's beers. We talk about different ingredients and stuff. We see each other probably once or twice a week in one of each other's tap rooms. If his beer is becoming well-known and if my beer is becoming well-known, that's good for the general attitude about beer in Lubbock. People are thinking more about overall Lubbock's got good beer versus this one place in Lubbock has good beer.
Their business model may be very different from ours. Some of their sales goals might be different from ours, but in reality, we're trying to provide excellent craft beer for the same community, so we have the same outlook and the same goals here.
It's a big community. I've had friends that work here throughout the years, and I'm definitely excited about the growth. I travel a lot, so I get to experience craft beers all over. But seeing that here, where I don't have to travel anymore and I can just come here, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love the growth.
It's a good spot, man. Good for, we got our two sons here hanging out, so it's good for family too.
Favorite part about Two Dogs is the different selections they have of beers every single time.
For me, the big thing that Good Line offers is community. Again, I come here and I meet like-minded people who I know I'm going to have a good conversation with over a really good beer. And I think that that's something that's really unique.
My biggest accomplishment for Two Docs is sustaining a production model that could be very hard or very challenging for someone else to fulfill. A brewing company is a very unique business, but this is a very unique styled brewing company because we do all of our self-distribution. We have a fluctuating tap room. We have with really big events and sometimes really small weekdays. Building a good team that supports this production has been crucial and couldn't do it without having good workers who are focused on the same goals that I am. Other than that, we've won a few Texas-based awards, been really proud of that in several different categories, and otherwise making beer that I'm proud to serve to the community and that I'm proud to drink myself and consume myself. That's a huge part of it, is that I wouldn't want to do it unless I was proud of the product.
Our product being our beer and the experience. It's two things that we're selling. We're selling an experience that you're gonna have a great time, your family's gonna have a great time. Like I said earlier, you're gonna walk in and see people you're gonna know the bar. We don't get a lot of rotation between our bartenders. We've got bartenders still that have been here since day one. It's a very familiar place, it's an experience, and then also high quality beer, that's what we serve. Those are the things that we serve.
We're all very proudly part of Lubbock.